What's going on, guys? Welcome back. It has been a long minute, but finally got some content and some free time to get some stuff done, so couldn't be more excited. Today we're going to be working on the gsxr, and we got the transmission back from NTM. Here we got the rotted gsxr cover. I haven't did a full unboxing yet. We're going to wait. I just wanted to take a peek before everything on the triple disc clutch yet, so there's some more parts, but in the meantime I figured I would go through this nightmare right here. We've got that one is a 1355, which is I believe a 1052 or an 1152, and then this one is a 1057 or 1027. So, which I found out. Those are just information that I did some research and ended up finding out. But in today's video, we're going to go through the wiring on the old, on the old slingshot here. Wire an immobilizer switch, followed by the Dynatech 2000 coils. And the next video for the bike will be timing it with a Summit timing wheel. A degree wheel. I don't have one at the moment, so that's kind of a setback, but you'll see what we're working with. Pretty much the nightmare that we got going on, but I got everything wired up, all the coils fire, everything works, valve lash, everything is good. It's just right now mounting the box and cleaning up all the wiring, and that's pretty much what we got going on. Just a small little video for you guys. Nothing too exciting. I hope you guys who do watch the channel stick around to watch this. It's content. It's not the content we expect, but it's content. And maybe Cole will be excited about this, but parts bike, drag bike, parts bike, drag bike. But without further ado, we'll get into it. Guys, your boy done as messy and as sloppy as I am, done lost the backing screws that came with this. So my idea was, I had it zip tied right here, and then I was going to mount it just like that and screw it in. But your boy done lost the damn screws, so we're going to have to go back to zip ties until we find the screws, or find some screws that fit in there, put some Loctite on them after we mount it. Starter wire from our solenoid. We're going to route it down nice and neatly. I've got this for temporary. We're going to follow this all the way up into the frame, just like so. And here's the connector right here, what goes to this plug-in to the whole harness to the handlebar right here. So we're going to go ahead and fix this wire, zip tie it all nice and neat, and route it and support it nice and neatly. So I went ahead and did a little zip tie here, there, service loop, end of the connector, simple sweet. Bound up the excess, tucked it right here, tank goes up here, so it looks decently clean for what it is. I don't know the original routing for half of these motorcycles. They're all freaking different every time I get my hands on one of these old bikes. They've already been molested, they've already been chopped, I get to really see, the proper way, which I think if this is on the right side of the bike, then it's going to go down the right side of the frame. I don't see why you would cross it over and do some stupid shit, but that's just how I've got it going. As long as it works, I don't think it matters. It just needs to be clean and doesn't need to short out. So what we got is our connector here, or our connector here. Now, like I said, this harness has been chopped, so I'm looping everything that's chopped and going to tape up everything that could possibly short and bound it up nice and neat. And then I'm going to run this up under here and support it along with this one and plug her in, and that way everything is all nice and neat on the right side of the bike. So we'll give her a try. Went ahead and looped these two together. Now, I know, some of you may know, if you know gsxrs, that a lot of this stuff is supposed to sit all back here, but with everything being chopped and hacked, and the way everything is up nice and neat here, I'm just going to loop and tuck this connector with this connector right up here and run everything straight along this beam and mount the block, the fuse block back here, and then gonna go ahead and run the taillight harness right there, and then the taillight wires are or brake light wires are right here. I've got to make some leads for those. But other than that, everything is going according to plan. I'm going to go ahead and tap in to the ignition. I'm just going to do it the easy way, well, the hacky way. Place this just like I have this, but I've got this big wire right here. I'm going to run it all along the harness nice so neatly, and then it's going to chain into our coils over here. So gonna make sure, and that will be to find the lead for that. Oh, it's right here onto the immobilizer switch. So, and that'll go into this lead right here, into our immobilizer switch, which will be hidden, and that way you can flip this on or off, or someone can come next to you, do the typical shut your bike off. That's not going to be the case. It's not going to shut anything off. That switch is going to be inactive, which is good in a way and bad in a way, because I was talking to a guy, when you're tuning things and wanting to be able to kill it right away, it's right there rather than right there. But if I'm ever going to work on the bike, I'm going to make sure that I put this in a place that'll allow me to utilize it as a quick kill switch, so I don't hurt the motor or hurt myself or whatever, what have you not. But yeah, this is the way I'm going to do it. So, I mean, it just theft protection. These things are so easy to steal. I mean, any bike is, but I don't know. These bikes to me are 10 times more than what a H2 or anything would ever be. If they're slower or faster, it's something about these bikes that I care more about. I mean, boosters are nice, but to me they're just not shit. H2s just aren't shit. S1000s just, to me, I don't care about anything new. I like all old school bikes. I really dig the old Suzuki stuff, and this is just the way I want to run it. So that way I know how to start the bike, and I can be like, hey, if someone wants to run their mouth and say they want to ride it, hey, if you can start it, you can ride it. And they're not going to be able to start it. So that's another perk. So we're going to keep plugging away and try and clean this up as best we can. And then in the next video, we will be probably with JD on the phone. He's going to walk me through on how to set the ignition timing. I do have a plate down here, but this little plate is off 5 degrees. According to him, and I'll take him. He's like 65 and he's got a professional drag bike car tile. I'll post a picture right here. So he really knows what he's talking about. He sat on the phone with me for an hour. Didn't even know him. We just chatted it up, and it was just the most beautiful thing ever. Being able to just chat with a complete stranger, make a new friend, and being able to share the same passion is just fucking cool. And so yeah, this is a kind of a hairy nightmare of a mess. I got a lot of shit for this bike on the forums, and he was the one guy that actually kind of looked out and helped me, or another guy did, but never did reach back out to me, so, you know, fuck him. But, yeah, we're going to go ahead and get to crack-a-lacking on this lead, and see if we can't get everything loomed pretty and ready to go for the ignition timing. So now this is what we're kind of working with here. I hope that's long enough. Fuck. Might have to undo this, get some more slack. Thought I left a little bit, but this looks a hell of a lot nicer than all them big ball of wires. So we're making progress, making some headway. Got to fix some stuff in here, like this little connector. It's about ready to break. Tidy up those. That was a lead to the ignition solenoid, but I bypassed that into the battery to make life easier. So then gonna pretty much start supporting the snake and get everything where it should be, and then hide the switch, and then we'll be able to have power. Guys, so we got rear lights. I'm not a big fan. I wish it had the the squares on it. At nighttime this might look cool, but like I said, this bike's freaking old school from hell. It's even got a old flame seat that sat out in the sun for too long. But we got power. The dyno's got power. The coils have got power. So we have successfully redone the harness, service looped everything, supported everything to the best of my ability, and this is honestly is just as butchered up, is as best as it's gonna get. I'm getting ready to support this up under here, but I'm very proud with the way this has turned out so far. And the next thing, I'm gonna shut the door for the music. Like I said, the next thing is maybe having some help with one of you. I don't know how to wire headlights. I don't know if I need a relay, how to make those front headlights work. But if any of you guys know how I can do that with a relay the proper way with the switch right here, that would be fantastic. Give me like draw me a diagram, or hit me up. But I will get the RPM working. That's what these two wires are for. I got to tap into the RPM because this is going to run off the Dynatech, and the Speedo goes off the front wheel, which is still connected to the parts bike. That I have to hang this bike up from the rafters yet and get that out from the front wheel and put it right here. As you see, it's got these notches for the Speedo. So yes, the forks are kind of rotten. I might actually swap the whole forks. Don't know, that's kind of a lot. But hey, it's a work in progress so far, so I couldn't be happier with the way everything's turning out. In the next video, we're going to be talking with JD and going to drain the oil and take this cover off and put a Summit Racing timing wheel on there. Some of these ignition boxes are 5 degrees off at 10,000 RPM, so that in fact makes sure that when you're peaked at 10,000, that you're firing at 40 degrees, 30 degrees, 20, whatever the engine calls for, which we've kind of come across. I've got to run some cam numbers here. Kind of have run across, it is a 1027 kit, so we might run about 37, I think. 30 degrees is what he was ballparking. And then going to check the jets again, and he's going to walk me through basically to make this bike run out of hell. As you've seen his bike, it's a car tire bike. He knows what the hell he's talking about. So couldn't be more excited. Hope you enjoyed this short little video. And in the next video, like I said, it'll either be the car or it'll be the bike. Don't know yet. Still waiting on the clutch. Still waiting to see when I'll have space and what we're going to work with. But thanks for tuning in, and I'm Reed, and see you guys in the next one.